Hi everyone, welcome to Do Daily. It's Des here. Ready for Thursday thoughts? Your questions. Really looking forward to getting stuck in. Got some good ones to go at today. Really pleased that got plenty of running questions. Of course, Do Daily's about various things on a Thursday, but running is a subject I like talking about and managed to get a few of those. So really looking forward to get stuck in. Not sure why that's there, but there you go. First little blip. Um, of course, I've got last week's throwback to the responses to that, the questions, and then a throwback for this week. So, like I say, really on it, feeling good about what I'm doing. I'm not going to go too much into that because there's reasons for it, and it kind of all comes up in the questions. But it's been a great week. Momentum's building. I'm always talking about mental health. This time last week, of course, we did a big episode on time to talk and why it's important to me. And once again, I was kind of looking back at the reasons why I do daily and why I enjoy what I'm doing. Kieran's popped in, Do Daily. Yes, back again. Thanks for watching, Kieran. Yeah, last week I was looking at the reasons why why I've got into this mental health side. I believe I'm a little bit of an advocate and I want to sort of take it seriously. So it's worth watching back some quite deep stuff. The difference this week is it's about the thing that really got me through all that, the running and how I use that to take things forward. And it's definitely been a case of that this week. Like I say, starting to feel much better about the things I'm doing. And it's no coincidence that I'm doing more activity. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, face is a little bit red. Not long done a really tough hill session. And again, just being able to do that just feels fantastic that I'm back out there doing the thing I really, really enjoy. So, yeah, let's crack on. Looking at the throwback question from last week, which was, of course, what part one would you like to see me vlog? If anyone's not checked them out yet, Project Part 1 PB, absolutely love doing it. It's tricky, but last night I put on one from Collick Park, my second time there. It's somewhere I'll visit regular. It's my favourite Part 1, my most local. Of course, I love the Part 1 tourism, so it's nice to get out and show people different places and go with different people, meet up with different people as well, sort of different groups I attend with and then individuals in certain cases. And when I go to football or when I go away somewhere, absolutely brilliant to do that. So something I really enjoy, something that I've taken so much from, something that's really, really sort of helped my mental health along the way as well and got me into the sort of running community that I feel I'm part of now. So it's definitely important for me to show what I'm doing. And the Wednesday is the perfect opportunity, trying to use some midweek motivation to encourage people to get out for a Wednesday workout. It's just a great opportunity to look back at the weekend. And if anything, it kind of creates memories as well. So happy memories most of the time. Whilst the running of it has not been that straightforward. Some great memories already, just in the past 2 or 3 weeks. So I asked the question, where would you like to see me vlog Park One? I'll run through a couple of those. Dawn says, I'd love to see Sherwood Pines. Great place to visit. Sherwood Forest, somewhere where I've been a lot recently, of course, on the Robin Hood Way. I've done Sherwood Pines Part 1 before. I know Dawn's really keen to get there, so I'm sure in the coming weeks it's one we can look at visiting. And of course, I'll get a vlog up there. Absolutely stunning. The one thing that strikes me about Sherwood Pines is the tall trees and running in that kind of place. I mentioned it a lot while I was doing the Robin Hood walk. The tall trees kind of do something for the soul. The last time I did it was really wet and muddy. It's really tricky. And I'd not long fallen over, so I was really sort of nervous. But I'd like to get there in good conditions. Quite uniquely for Park Run, it's a one-lapper, so it's great to sort of get around, get it done, and get it ticked off again. I'd like to give that a real go, and looking forward to getting there. What I will say, if you've got anywhere to add as you're watching, just like Suji has, thanks for the comment, Suji, Withenshaw Park in Manchester. I'd have to look that one up, not sure what it's all about. Please comment if you'd like me to sort of check anywhere out. I've actually done Moss Side in Manchester, rather bizarrely, before the Manchester Marathon last year. I didn't take part in the marathon, but I was up there supporting, and we did Moss Side Park Run, Alexandra Park, I think it's called. Really nice, despite the reputation of the area. It was really nice. I'll check out Women's Shore. Thanks for the comment. Keep them coming if you are watching. I really, really appreciate that. Kay said Gedling's view on a clear, bright day. Of course, that's in Nottingham. That's a local one. I've ran it quite a lot. I've run it probably more not as a park run, and there is such thing as not park run. So if you are registered, you can log your runs. I've actually ran Gedling quite a lot. It's a really high point in Nottingham where you can see for miles. Can't miss the opportunity to say on a clear day you can see Lincoln Cathedral. Tell everybody that, it's one of them quirky stats. It's about 50 miles away, but you can actually see it, so that's a great reason to get up there on its own. But some stunning views across the Trent Valley and towards Lincoln. So it's definitely worth a visit. A vlog, of course, would make for an interesting vlog. The times I've done it in the past is before Project Part 1 PB. So definitely get up there again soon as well. Ben would like to see a vlog from Bushy. Bushy Park, of course, is where Park Run started. I just wanted to do running winter away days, which I spoke about in recent weeks. We went to Bushy again before all the vlogging started. So it would be great to do one from there. Really, really busy. So many people. I think when we went, there was 1,500, but it ran like clockwork, apart from the fact it was really, really icy on the day we went, but it still went ahead. And again, another great place I'd love to go back to. John is kind of giving away this week where I'm going, so do look out for that next Wednesday. But I'm looking forward to the vlog from Belvoir Castle this weekend. It's brand new, and I've got one of these little targets around Park Run. There's so many targets. People try and do the alphabet, covering all the letters like Elveston, Beaver, Colic, all those kind of things. And there's Part 1 bingo where you try and finish on every second, and there's all sorts of challenges. There's two I want to hit, and they're kind of my own challenges really. Whilst one of them is called a Regioneer. I think there's 50 odd in the East Midlands. I'd love to cover all those. I think I've done about 30 something. So I'm starting to think, I could tick that one off. And I'd also, the one I've kind of made up myself is to do everyone inside the M25. So it's great, isn't it? This one at the weekend gives me another number on a new Part Run. The problem is with these challenges, new Part Runs keep popping up and you have to keep adding to them. But it's not really a problem, is it? Because it's a great way of just doing what you enjoy. So I'm definitely looking forward to Belvoir Castle. Beautiful place. It's actually in Leicestershire, rather bizarrely, between Nottinghamshire and Lincolnshire, just a small sort of patch of Leicestershire, but it's a stunning sort of stately home and amazing grounds. They do a big event later in the year called Equinox 24, one of these 24-hour events where you run laps through the night, and it's a stunning place to camp out and stay. So looking forward to getting up for the Park Run. Ange, which is actually my mum, wants me to do Blackpool in May. I'm sure there's an alternative motive there. She actually wants us to go away with her, and we will if we can. But she's not really that bothered about Park Run. But of course, if I'm there, I'm on holiday with Em and Kay, so we'll see what we can do. And David said the Scottish one will be good. The 9:30 starts. Again, slightly different dynamic to it. I've actually done Park Runs in a few countries, especially in the UK. Done one in Wales. I've done a lot in England, of course. Done a couple in Ireland. I've actually done one in Italy as well. And they're all the same. Ultimately, they're all the same. I'm trying to find things each week to sort of talk about and explain and let people know why I enjoy it so much and why I've taken on this particular challenge. But in Scotland, they start at 9:30. Perhaps a little bit darker, a little bit colder in the morning. It's the reason for it. So again, it's just sometimes on a Saturday morning, I'd love an extra half an hour in bed. So definitely want to try out, and definitely to tick off the sort of British Isles challenge, I guess. Another one in there, isn't there? and then I'd only have Northern Ireland to do. But there you go. So yeah, just a few ideas there. I'll try and get a few of those ticked off in the next couple of weeks. Got some new ones lined up, as well as, like I say, getting to Colic, some of those locally, what we mentioned there. Try and get them in around football matches, my other passion, try and double up, and got a few games to go to, stopping with a few people here and there, going away on short breaks as well. So I'll tie them in where I can and try and make it a bit different, try and make it interesting. Really enjoying doing the vlogs. They're coming out really well, getting good response. People are enjoying them. So do check them out. I've created a playlist. So there's been 4 so far. Don't take much to catch up. So check them out and have a look. And of course, let me know what you think. If you've got any way to add, please comment, drop it in. I'd love to read that out, whether it's live or after. So moving into the questions, if you've got anything to ask me, again, drop it in the comments. Anything to add to these questions, I'd love to sort of hear what you've got to say. The first one is from John. How are you getting on with your goals for the year? The honest answer, okay. I'm doing all right. Not perfect, but probably I did a thing through the coaching group I do, where we've got a WhatsApp group and we look at goals and targets and things we've set self. And I asked people to rate where they was at. I kind of said about 6 or 7 out of 10. Could do better for January. So really sort of getting into the habit of things, the activities picking up, like I mentioned, that's going to help me massively. A lot of my targets are around getting fit and losing weight. So I've been pretty good at picking up with it, especially in the last week or two, in terms of activity. The weight, lost a bit of weight again. I think it took a couple of days, but I'm getting stuck into February. A few celebrations around the race at the weekend, which I'm going to come on to, and then just sort of getting back into the swing of things. The activity, in a way, makes it hard sometimes because you need more calories, more food, more drink. So I'm just looking at sort of just still working on them, but I'm feeling good about them again. I'm feeling like they're possible. What I will say, one of the big reasons I've got these targets, especially the weight one, is I mentioned it a lot. I've got the wedding in September, so I'd like to lose a bit of weight for that. I hopefully look as well as I can and feel as well as I can for it. And we had a meeting this week about the venue, and it just dawned on me. I was just sat there thinking, God, it's not long now, so I've really got to crack on. And that's my intention. I plan to really sort of hit it hard in the next couple of months, feeling stronger, feeling fitter again, just that little bit. So it's time to go again. That's what we always say, don't we? And just do it. And that's what I'll be doing. So yeah, thanks for the question. Thanks for sort of reminding me to talk about where I'm at. It's important to do that, isn't it? When you set goals and targets, it's important to revisit it and kind of evaluate where you are. And like I say, that's kind of the reason I posted within that group, asking people to almost rate themselves. I was really honest. The activity in January was probably a 4. In the last week, it probably moved up to a 6. And it's that kind of thing I'm using just to keep myself accountable. So thanks for that, John. Really appreciate it. How are you getting on with yours? Second question comes from Robin. How was the Skegness 10K? Would you do it again? Of course, last Sunday, and one of the reasons I'm feeling great is I did the Skegness 10K. I'll be honest, by the time it came around, I wasn't really looking forward to it. If you do check out the vlog yesterday, I kind of went from yesterday at Colic from the park run on Saturday, kind of had a little bit of a disaster, struggling just that little bit, on Saturday, not really sure why. Felt prepared on Friday night, but Saturday morning just wasn't feeling it. Everything seemed to go wrong. The vlog felt difficult. I had the wrong clothing on. No excuses, because I should have been better, but it just didn't really work. So going into the Skegness 10K, on paper, it's not the nicest route. You're around a lot of caravans. It was wet. It was windy. It was, it was cold. But bizarrely, during the race, and this can happen, and this is what I'm always saying, it's about trying to sort of just keep persevering sometimes till you get to a better point. It all just clicked. I said before I was just going to cruise around and enjoy it. run around with my head up. Sometimes it can be a bit of a slog. Saturday, it was about digging in. I ran around at what I thought was a comfortable pace, and I ended up doing 10K quicker, each 5K of the 10K quicker than the 5K on Saturday, bizarrely. 57 minutes when I was expecting to do it around an hour. So I can't grumble at that. But since then I've really picked up my mood. All of a sudden the injuries don't feel like they're there anymore. A few niggles, which I felt last week. Been out again, done a recovery run, done a tough session tonight, feel great for it. And again, my mood's really improving. There's other reasons for that as well. Went to Forest again. I keep dropping that in, don't I? But Forest won away, another brilliant occasion. And again, it's just helping. The activity is the solid foundation for me to really click in, and when I can do it, I keep saying to people, again, at the coaching group, people who come to the running club, find a reason to do it. Don't find a reason not to do it. Just click in that mindset. For me, it's just about sort of doing the things I enjoy and using it just to keep going, and once I've done it, and then I go and enjoy something else, that's brilliant. That's like a win-win day, and it's like double win, and it's all about the small wins sometimes, isn't it? We spoke about the targets in the last question, so it's just about sort of really pushing on. But going back to the Skegness 10K, like I say, there was all those factors that could have made it difficult, but it was just such a great occasion. Spent a bit of time with the guys on Saturday afternoon. We stopped over in Skegness. Didn't really do many seaside things. Skegness is not very seaside in early February, but we had some time together. Really enjoyed that. Had a laugh. Had a few drinks, which probably not great preparation, but it didn't really impact on the morning. And then we had a whoosh on to get back, to do something else. And it was just a great occasion. And 10 of the guys doing it, first event of the year. Just felt like we were doing what we enjoy again, what we're here to kind of do. Obviously, running is my passion, and it's what gets me ticking over. So from that, just had a great week, really, really enjoying it. So what I would say is get an event in early. It's been a bit of a lesson to me. Normally, at the end of February, we'd do the Benidorm half marathon, and we always look forward to it. We're not going this year. We probably could have in the end, but because of COVID and the timescales, we decided to give it a miss. We've done it for the last 3 years. So looking forward to getting back to that, next year. But get an event in early, get one ticked off, it's done me the world of good. It's just changed everything in terms of my outlook towards the running. So really looking forward to pushing on. Definitely do the 10K again, being so early. 10K is nice as well, isn't it, early in the year? If you have had a little break or it took you a bit of time to get back into things, trying it January hard. It's not quite worked for me. Some of the guys have done brilliantly and already seen the results showing. That's a great start, isn't it? Again, it's that great foundation. And 10K is a nice distance if you're just building up from the start of the year, especially those who are starting from scratch. A 10K is a really nice target to aim for. So thanks for the question, Robin. If anybody else got any thoughts on the Skegness 10K, please drop it in. I'd love to hear that. And Ben said, on the back of that, what's the next event you've got booked in? Well, to be honest, we've got a lot of events later in the year, but they are later in the year. The next event is actually one of those 24-hour events, Thunder Run, which is in July, which is another great running occasion. We take a load of guys there. We have a couple of teams running 10K laps. Good preparation already, getting one in there. But it's not until July. I am hoping to do something in that time. I'd like to do another 10K, really, just to build on that, just to sort of confirm where I'm at almost, give it another go, perhaps even try and push on a little bit. But anything sort of around 10K, 10 miles, of course, as the year progresses, I'm going to have to start building the mileage up, aiming to sort of get a PB at the London Marathon, aiming to get this Part 1 PB. It's all going to be about just getting that bit fitter, losing weight, and the more events that kind of I go to, get a great feeling from, have this knock-on effect as this week, it's just going to give me the motivation to keep going. So nothing really in yet until July, of course, we've got lots around September and October. But until then, it's just a case of finding ones that work for us. Got a lot of busy weekends, various things, a lot of park runs planned in different places. So we're on the lookout. Just got a comment here. Kay says, Skegness, Benidorm, no contest really. Absolutely not, is there? But there's no reason we can't do both next year. So I don't think, I know definitely which one Kay would choose, but there you go. I'm saying we'll do both. She'd probably say we can't, but that's another matter. Anyway, back to the question. The event's booked in. Just looking to sort of look on the lookout for new ones, and I'll come back to that shortly as well. So thanks for the question, Ben. What's your next race? Please drop them in. And Dawn says, I've mentioned Forest a lot. They're on the crest of a wave at the moment. They're absolutely flying. It's helping me. Again, talking about my own mental health, talking about my own feel good. Was that match away last night at Blackburn. Been to so many matches in my life, away matches, and it's been rubbish and we've got beat. So I'm just enjoying the fact that we go to these things with a chance and we're doing really well. Do I think they'll get promoted this season? I don't see why not. I really don't. The playoffs is likely. There's an outside chance they might get the automatic spot. It is a real outside chance. There's a lot of work to do for that. But, they're getting better and better. And I'm really confident. And that's not something... I try and be the most positive person about lots of things. Running, mental health, trying to find positives out of a negative. But the reality is, I just can't be positive about Forest sometimes because it matters so much. But this year, I'm so confident that they're going to do well, and I do think there's a real chance. We've got a great manager who's just getting it right, winning big games. We've won games against Premier League teams in the FA Cup, whilst they're deemed as cup shocks. How many times can we beat them and there'll be a shock? They're playing brilliant. They're playing really well, and they're playing teams off the pitch. I don't really think they are shocked, and this is why the confidence is building. So I really think they can. I really think it's a possibility. Hopefully, they won't do a typical Forest thing and implode with 10 games to go, because that's usually the case when we get ourselves into a good position. Again, that sort of worry of being a football fan creeps through there. But yeah, that's the questions. Like I say, a bit of running in there, and then that one about Forest. I really appreciate it. Anybody got anything to say, please pop it in. I'd love to get your feedback, and of course, like the video if you're new. Please subscribe. I'd love to get that building up. Was actually at the football yesterday, and a bit of a running joke. I go to football with a guy who does a football vlog, and he always gets noticed and recognised. And somebody shouted, "DOdaily!" And I was like, hey, somebody's actually noticed. So it was really funny and made us laugh. But that's great, and it's just to put on another subscriber. And that's all I'm trying to do, is just build ever so slightly and just grow this thing, just show people that we can be positive, we can enjoy the things we do. I do encourage activity. I do encourage people to do what they enjoy, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the subject is, really. Thursdays are about whatever you're thinking. If you've got any questions, of course, place it in the comments on any of the videos throughout the week, any of the social media. Email des@dorunning.org.uk, especially if you want to keep it anonymous. I love questions when it can get quite deep, whether it's about my own mental health or my own experiences, current affairs, my opinion on this, that. I'll be as honest as I possibly can. There's people out there that do this on television for a living. You could watch Question Time, you could watch The One Show, but this is real. This is me trying to be relatable, trying to do it from sort of everyone's perspective. You don't always need the finished article to enjoy something, and that's what I'm hoping here. So yeah, please get involved if you can. I'd love to get your questions and have plenty to go at. Like I say, absolutely anything. Why today's been around running. I mentioned right at the start. Last week was about mental health, and again, me getting quite deep into that. So absolutely anything. Do you know where we're at with COVID? I don't really like talking about that in many ways, but if it's on a Thursday, if it's the time and the place, it's absolutely brilliant, and I'd love to sort of get stuck into those. Before we look ahead to tomorrow, the throwback question this week, I was sort of fishing there for ideas about where I can do some events. So I'd love you to give me some. What event would you suggest over the next few months? Like I say, any 10Ks, 10 milers, perhaps even half marathons, just to build me up. If anybody's doing one of their own or a couple, I'd love to sort of know, and perhaps it'll inspire me to go there. Again, that's another purpose of what I do. Is it's almost just to sort of plant the seed with ideas, give people ideas, get them to give me ideas, something to do, and just to keep us ticking along with the things we enjoy. So please drop it in. I'd love to know what you've got planned. I'll read those out, and perhaps we can go along together, meet up, take a group along, be part of DOdaily, and really, really enjoy what we're doing like we did at Skegness. That's for the next few months. But for now, the next DOdaily is in the morning. I'll be waking up to walk. Not quite sure where I'm going. Still battling the darkness. We're getting there with it, either end of the day. Begging for that blue light in the morning. It really sort of helps. It's really motivating when the sun's up early. But I'll find somewhere to do what I do. Of course, explain what's happened this week, look back, look forward to the weekend, and just tell you why I think it's so important to be out there. And it is so important, isn't it? Today's been about running, tomorrow will be about walking, and it's just activity. There's so many reasons that we should do it. The biggest thing I'd say from everything I've said today, while some of it's been quite specific about events and parklands and these kind of things, the reason it's important to talk about is because of my strong belief in the fact that there's a real direct link between physical and mental health. It shows with me. Last couple of weeks, I've been sort of saying I'm not quite there with it. I'm not quite there mentally. Been okay, been absolutely fine, but it just shows once the running picked up, once the activity levels picked up, I'm loving it again. I'm feeling absolutely great, feeling really positive about what I'm doing. I'm a lot more productive. I'm a lot better to be around, I guess. Not that was particularly bad. I don't think I'm like that, but you know what I mean. It's great, and Friday is just a great way of highlighting all that. So tune in tomorrow. It'll be live sort of mid-morning as soon as it uploads and gets on. Can be a bit of a pain sometimes, but you'll see where I'm at. I'll try and take some pictures, and just create the scene of why I do it, and that's what's important. It's important for me to deliver DOdaily each day. Really, really enjoy it. Like I say, if you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. It just helps sort of share it in different places and gets it spread around the YouTube community. And if you haven't yet, or please subscribe. That would help even more. So thanks for watching, guys. Really, really enjoyed that one. Getting to talk about running. I've probably bored everybody, I know, but I'll just bore you some more. But no, I've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the morning. Just doing it.